Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studio. With me today is Jiunn and John McTavish. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Happy fall, y'all.
Today we are talking about the Casa Cuevas La Mandarria Toro. The cigar is 60-inch by 52 ring gauge, comes out of the Las Lavas factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano, binder is from Nicaragua, filler is from Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, and Colombia. Blended by Luis Cuevas Sr. Price point is $12, and the cigar was released in July of 2019. So with all that out of the way, June, take us through your overall experience with this cigar.
I liked it. I thought that um, there's a lot of richness in this cigar, a lot of creamy roasted nuttiness. There's some good spicy cedar coming through. Shows like a pretty good profile of minerality throughout the whole cigar. And just within those notes, I was entertained for the entire smoking time, and I enjoyed it the whole time. Um, you know, I when I read literature of like the makeup of cigars, you see, of course, a ton of Ecuadorian Habano wrapped cigars out there, but there's many of them that are decent to good, but to find something that is more that's better than just like that typical good is not necessarily easy, in my opinion. I think this is one of those scenarios in which it is a notch above. With the plethora of Ecuadorian Habano wrap cigars out there, just mainly due to how much of a richness I got out of the cigar. So this was a hit for me.
How about you, John? What were your thoughts on it?
Well, Ecuadorian Habano is my jam, so you'd think that this should have scored off the charts for me. The first third certainly left me with the impression this was going to be a really good experience throughout. I think there was a lot of soft but interesting flavors. You got some graham cracker, got some little bit of pepper, baking spices, a little bit of citrus. So, I mean, not super intense flavors, but certainly interesting flavors. But those flavors kind of became too delicate through the second and last third where they were there, but they were just so light that it was really hard to get a flavor impression from them. So it wasn't an unpleasant experience. I just wish that the second to last third for me was intensified. It's not what my experience was. And I did have some issues with the burn, some canoeing, cigar went out. So that was kind of a little bit disappointing. So required some touch-ups and relights. Draw was perfect. So that was that. Aaron, what was your overall experience like?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started out with cedar and baking spice, and then kind of once it reached the wrapper from that exposed binder there, a little bit of floral note joined in there. Some mustiness joined in shortly thereafter, and then the profile kind of settled in with musty wood and later some dry earth. Construction was pretty good, so I could just really focus on flavors. Didn't need to pay any attention to that. I thought the cigar had a nice start to it, but it became pretty average by the second, third, and through the remainder of the cigar. I did like that transition at the foot, so it was kind of a nice touch. And then, but as a limited edition, I don't think it quite lived up to the billing. But still a good addition to the company's portfolio. And I think that they're going to be offering some other vitolas in this line in the future, so that might be interesting to check out as well. Price isn't too bad for the smoking length and the flavor profile. Being a limited edition, even at $12, that's still not a bad price point to be at. I'd smoke the cigar again, but it's not going to be something I'm going to rush out to do. But if it was just kind of in front of me and I had a chance to smoke it again, I would smoke it. That wouldn't be a problem for me. So getting to the scores, Seth was on this review. He wasn't able to join us for the video. He was the high scorer at 7.63. Jiunn knows next at 6.87. Then John at 5.90, and I was right behind that at 5.85. So Jiunn, 6.87. How'd that match up for you?
Match up well. It's when I think about their core line of their Habano, their Ecuador Habano, and I think about this, kind of like what you said, Aaron, is I think about, all right, how does that match up? Is it worth the money? I think it is. I think purely based upon how the deeper flavors gave it, it does. And with that 6.8 score, I mean, that's a very respectable score because I rated the flavor profile consistently good throughout, which is quite rare this year so far. So,
all right, John, 5.90.
Sounds about right. The flavor profile I would describe as slightly above average with decent construction. I mean, for 12, I don't think it's really $12 isn't really what I would consider even premium anymore. I mean, that's kind of the normal price for boutique cigars, and I think there's a lot of people out there who maybe gravitate towards more delicate flavors, and I think they'd be very, very happy with the cigar. The smoke, like you said, the smoky time was really decent on it. It was, the flavors were there. They just, like they said, weren't intense enough. But for a limited edition, kind of maybe missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah, and I scored the flavor exactly as you did. That's why we were so close on the scores. But we just scored the construction a little different. So it just took me, 0.05 points down from you. So I kind of echo your sentiments. It's a good start to the cigar. And then it's fairly average after that. But he's got pretty good construction. So it's a cigar. I think lots of people can enjoy. Just whether or not they'll be able to get their hands on it. Just because of the reach of the brand at the moment. But based on what Seth and Jiunn thought of it, I think it's probably worthwhile for people to check out. So
Definitely.
any other final thoughts from you guys on this?
I think Seth was swayed by the whole story of the hammer and all that stuff. He probably
Yeah, I
got
mean, he was all about that sledgehammer at the trade show. So.
And he probably got some compliments from the owners.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I was completely unbiased because I didn't go to the trade show.
There you go.
Can't get any more unbiased than that.
All right, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.